And welcome back to the Grand Turismo League. We got a fun one lined up here tonight. Grade 1s at the Tokyo Expressway. So we got a fun, action-packed race here for you tonight, hitting the streets of Tokyo with some of the fastest cars that we will see this season. These hypercars are going to slide their way around these corners. Man, it's going to be fun to watch these high speeds around this highway. But let's get down to it already. Qualifying is already underwent, and let's take a look at the starting lineup. Rashad Metz, the two-time champion, will get on the pole here tonight. He will get that extra bonus point for winning the pole, so good to see him back on top of the leaderboard for qualifying. Well, off P2 will be David Pinkston, P3 will be Trevor Levine, P4 Javen Tucker, P5 will be Vlad Molotov, P6 will be Gavin Morrison, who's won the last two races in the season. Colin McKevitt roll off P7, P8 will be Austin Minnick, P9 will be Isaiah Smith, the driver of the day for today. So let's get down to some driver interviews, see if we can talk to some of the guys here tonight. Let's talk to tonight's pole center. Let's see if we can dial up Rashad Metz. Hey Rashad, you back on top here tonight after qualifying. How does it feel? You've been slowly but surely kind of working your way up the point standings throughout the season so far, but how does it feel to get your first pole in a while and first pole of the season here tonight?
It feels good to get my first pole of the season. We got a pretty fast Pennzoil car today. I just want to thank Gavin, give me a couple of tips on how to get around this place. But we got a fast car. I'm looking forward to see where we're gonna go. Hopefully the people behind me are a little patient, and we don't get put in the wall in turn one. Knowing that Javen Tucker's back there, when Javen Tucker's around, bad stuff happens because it's not even his fault most of the time, which is the funny part. But yeah.
Well, congratulations on the pole position, that one extra bonus point. Looking forward to see what you can do during the race. And let's see if we can talk to the second place starter. Let's see if we can talk to E3. What's up, E3? We are going to go ahead and skip that interview, and we're going to go back to let's see if we can talk to Gavin Morrison. He's won the last two events here this season. What's up, Gavin? You won the last two races. So looking for your third one, or how does it feel kind of riding that momentum going into this race?
I didn't hear the question, but feeling pretty good about the race. Qualifying went halfway decent, so hopefully it gets a little bit better in the race.
Well, congratulations on a decent starting position here tonight, and looking for 3 wins in a row, so hope you can get it done here tonight. Let's see if we can talk to one more driver. Let's see if we talk to the current points leader, Javen Tucker. What's up, Javen? So you're currently leading the points only by a single point, but looking for a good points finish here tonight, so how are you feeling going into the race? Javen?
Huh?
So how you feeling going into the race here tonight, Javen?
Sorry, I can't hear what you're saying, I'm going to be totally honest.
Alright, well, we will skip your interview, but good luck during the race. And let's waste no more time. Let's get down to get this thing going. 15 laps to sort this thing out here tonight. It is going to be a fun one. Who will be able to out-strategize the rest? Who will be able to keep the car straight? Because these cars will definitely slip and slide once those tires start to wear. We saw it during testing. We saw it during practice. So it's going to be interesting to see who can keep a handle on these cars. Rashad Metz up front, the two-time champion. David Pinkston right behind him. Trevor Levine behind him. Javen Tucker. Vlad Molotov. Gavin Morrison. Colin McKevitt. Austin Minnick. And the lights are out. We are racing in Tokyo. Good start by Rashad Metz. That's definitely what he wanted to happen. Everyone's single file now, trying to use that slipstream, trying to get a run in the turn one. This is the closest you're going to be to the other cars throughout this whole race, so you better make pass where they can. Here comes Javen Tucker, already making a move to the inside. 3 wide now, back here for P4. As Cross is going to go all the way. He's going to try to make a move to the outside. Here they come, some bumping and bamming in the back. Ooh, a couple of drivers hit the wall. Rashad Metz still able to keep the lead. Javen Tucker already up to the P2. Excellent move by Javen Tucker there. Ooh, Cross got a little loose there off the corner. Not sure if there was contact or not. But Gavin Morrison already up 3 spots into the podium. Rashad Metz starting to pull away a little bit. Watching these guys battle hard behind them as they fly through the S's here. This is one of the most... Oh, as Gavin Morrison nails the wall. Going to get some right front damage on that car. A lot of contact in the back of the pack, too. We have a lot of cars that got damaged through there. It's a really difficult part of the racetrack. You can take it almost flat out on new tires, and that really opens up Rashad Metz. He's able to gap second place because Javen Tucker got a lot of damage there. Looks like Rashad Metz was about the only person that did not get damage there. So he is able just to pull out to almost a 3-second lead right off the bat. A lot of these guys, almost everyone starting on medium tires, so it's be interesting to see what kind of tires these guys will opt to switch to. How will the tire strategy plan? Will Javen Tucker be able to run back down Rashad Metz? Metz the fastest during qualifying. Let's see if he can keep it up during race trim. Pretty spread out now as they fly through the tunnel. Over 200 plus miles an hour what these drivers will be hitting going down this long front straightaway to complete lap 1. We got a battle here for third place. Cross has actually passed Gavin Morrison for that third place in that final podium spot. They're going to be battling going into the S's here. The nose and tail there. It looks like Cross is going to pull out a little bit. Purple sector by Gavin Morrison there. We got a race back here in the back. 6th through 8th. Ooh, a couple contact there between Trevor Levine. They're going to hit the wall. Unfortunate break for them. It's going to slow them down a good bit. They were racing really hard back there in the back. Still are. 3-car battle now for 6th place. 4-car battle now. Here comes Isaiah Smith. He's going to join the pack as well. Everyone jockeying for positions as they can. They come into the hairpin. This hard in the wall goes Colin McKivitt. He hit one of the barrels, instantly stopping the car. That's going to cause him a lot of time. Unfortunate break for Colin McKivitt, and we just so happen to be watching him wreck again. Austin Minnick giving a great push to the rear end of Trevor Levine as they go down the straightaway. We got a battle now. David Pinkston has caught up to the 3rd and 4th place cars. Javen Tucker is currently the fastest car on the racetrack, so he's starting to cut some time into the lead. See if Rashad Metz will be able to keep that up, keep his pace up. We got a battle here for P3. Here comes Gavin Morrison. Oh, some little contact there. Vlad slows up a little bit coming out of the corner. Gavin Morrison able to capitalize and slide past. And here comes David Pinkston into the picture. Through the S's yet again, one of the most difficult part of the racetracks, even more so on older tires. Rashad Metz losing a lot of time. He's got right front damage. Look like he hit the wall. That's going to allow Javen Tucker to close in a lot. Tucker gaining on the leader. Can he get it past him? Rashad Metz wants to get all of his mulligans out of the way, as he would say. That car is definitely hurting. Javen Tucker is coming and coming fast, gaining a lot of time, trying to use that slipstream to suck up to the back bumper of him going down the straightaway. A second now separates the first two. Tucker starting to run them down a little bit. Still about 3 cars starting to sort things out for P3 through 4. Here's a look from the back bumper of Rashad Metz. You can see Javen Tucker starting to grow a little closer and closer in the rearview mirror. Purple sector by Rashad Metz, though. Finding some speed out there. They make it through the S's clean. Tucker is able to gain some time now, under a second now. He's got a nice run coming off of that corner. for 190 miles an hour as they enter the corners. The cornering speed of these cars are some of the fastest that we'll see all season. Looks like a little game of cat and mouse starting to start here. The brake rotors glowing red hot on those cars, trying to slow down these things for the corner. Gavin Morrison looks like he's getting a rearview mirror. Ooh, Gavin Morrison gets really loose coming on the straightaway. It's going to cause E3 and all of them to be able to gain some time on him. Rashad Metz still has a pretty decent lead, but Tucker trying to use that slipstream down the straightaway to gain some time if he can. Purple sector by Rashad Metz there. Tucker still has the fastest lap of the race. Now keep an eye on turn 1. Rashad Metz said it was one of the hardest turns during practice and qualifying. Looks like he's definitely figured something out there. But we've noticed that when we were on track and when other drivers are on track, turn 1 is definitely a tricky one. You can definitely misjudge that braking zone really easily. Try to push the car too hard in there. It'll lose grip, lose the front end. Ooh, Metz hits the wall. He's got some more front end damage. That's not good for him. Javen Tucker hits the wall and spins right behind him though. 360s and get it back going in the right direction. Both of the cars with both of the two front two with a lot of damage. That's going to allow Rashad Metz to gain a lot of time again. Over 4 seconds now. Separate the top two. Rashad Metz looking to break one of the longest relentless streaks of his career. Can he do it here tonight? Another dominant race so far. He dominated last week. Unfortunately, came up short, but looking to bounce back this week. See if he can get it done. Seems like it's starting to get a little dim around the racetrack. Pit stop should be coming up here soon. You see this tire starting to get worn. About half a tank left of gas with these guys. David Pinkston has caught back up to Javen Tucker. And it looks like he's definitely in slipstream range. We'll see if he's trying to make a move to the inside. Here he comes, peeking out. Pinkston, Tucker going at it side by side on the turn 1. Tucker's going to have to slip in right behind him. Pinkston now up to P2. As the fastest purple sector, sector 1 for David Pinkston as he slips and slides his way through the first turn. Here comes Morrison into the picture. Metz is loving to see these guys battle behind him, hoping he can stretch his lead. Stretch his leads that way if there's some mistakes in the final half of the race. It won't bother him. Slipping and sliding through the corners. David Pinkston able to keep it straight. Oh, Tucker goes around again! Heavy damage for David Tucker. He's going to lose a lot of spots. Not a good happening for Javen Tucker there. The S's have grabbed him 2 laps in a row. He's going to lose a lot of spots. From 2nd to 6th goes Javen Tucker. He's going to need a miracle to get him back into this thing. As the clouds are getting gloomier and gloomier, Rashad Metz looks like he had some trouble too. His lead is almost down to 2 seconds now. David Pinkston is closing in. Trevor Levine spinning the tires, trying to get the power down. Levine now into the top 5. Here he goes across the line. The complete lap 7. Next time by will be about the halfway point. So getting pretty deep into this race now. Everyone's starting to sort their positions out, try to settle in. Where will pit strategy? Will pit strategy throw a curveball? Rashad Metz has lost some time to the 2nd place runner there. Cross Molotov, or Vilid Molotov, up to P4 now. And Trevor Levine is starting to make something out of nothing after that not that good of a bad spin there in the S's. When these guys choose to come in, they're trying to stretch these mediums as long as they can. Almost to the halfway point of the race. What will these drivers choose to switch to? Could go on the hards, make a long run at it, go for longer tire life, or go for the softs, but the softs really wore out quick during testing and qualifying and practice. E3 trying to gain as much time as he can. Rashad Metz lost some more time. Pinkston trying to track him down. He's the closest he can. I don't think he's quite in slip range yet. As it looks like some rain is starting to fall on the racetrack right now. Will these guys try to come in the pits? The top 2 leaders are pitting right now. What tires will they choose to come out on? It's currently raining on the racetrack. Will they choose to come out on wet racing tires, or will they choose to try to stay on slicks depending on how long this weather stays around? Looks like the whole field is going to come into the pits now. Pretty much everyone in pit lane right now. Rashad Metz is going to be the first one off. He's going out on intermediates. E3's out on heavy wets. Gavin Morrison on intermediates as well. So a very mixed field here. It looks like E3 is the only one. Oh, here comes Vlid, also took wets. Austin Minnick, a lot of these guys trying to jump people in pit lane as the rain is coming down hard. The track has gotten wet. This whole dynamic of this race has changed. These guys are going to have to tread lightly around this place. You can't take corners like you could before. Got to try to take it easy. Try to conserve your tires. Keep them cool. How long will this rain stick around? Will it stick around to the end of this race? If it does, it'll probably play into the hands of David Pinkston, who took the heavy wets when all the other drivers took the intermediates. As Rashad Metz has made some contact with the wall, he's going to lose some time due to that. Looks like E3 has as well. All the guys have hit the wall trying to make it through the S's. Not a lot of grip through there. Javen Tucker gaining some time here, trying to make a move on Trevor Levine. Oh, he slips just in front of him going into the corner. Tucker trying to track down those leaders again. Through that tight hairpin, it's going to be tough to get through there with this wet weather. Try to get the power down on the straightaway. Now through the tunnel, that's going to burn up those tires. These wet racing tires do not like dry racing surface. It overheats them, will make them greasy and slick, make them wear down a lot faster than normal. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys choose to conserve their tires if a dry line does start to form throughout at the end of this race. Looks like the rain has already stopped. It's going to be interesting to see if some people try to come back in. If it stays dry or gets drier, it's going to be interesting to see if these guys will turn back the racing slicks or decide to stay out there on the wets. So Gavin Morrison is going to be in P2 now. Nice race going there. Tucker trying to track down those leaders. Ooh, slipping and sliding through the S's there. Tucker able to keep it going straight though. Fun to watch these guys slip and slide around this racetrack. As Rashad Metz still up front and dominating. Can he close this one out? Javen Tucker currently has the fastest lap. I don't think anyone would be able to change that unless it gets dry again. Looks like a dry line is definitely forming. You can see the darker asphalt on the racetrack. But Gavin Morrison is gaining a lot of time on Rashad Metz here. He's got a huge run going on to the straightaway. Morrison has caught the leader. He's won back-to-back races. Cam Morrison try to slip past Rashad Metz. Ooh, looks like E3 is going to come into the pits. A couple of these guys may be switching back to slicks. Will they have enough time to track down the leaders if they make that switch? Looks like Vlad is going to duck into the pits as well. Morrison within distance. He can see the number 24 of Rashad Metz in front of him. Just trying to stay close. Be ready to pounce in case he makes a mistake. Now, one thing these guys are going to have to watch around. If you take a look in the bottom left-hand of the screen, you can see that little bar shows how moist the moisture is on the racetrack, how damp this racing surface is. Now it's starting to go. Oh, Metz hard on the wall. He's going to lose a lot of time. Oh, Gavin Morrison runs to the back of him. Metz is going to go around out of the lead. Hard contact. Metz hit the wall. Gavin Morrison had nowhere to go. Tough break for Rashad Metz. Can he get back going? Javen Tucker also went around again. Lots of carnage through the S's. Morrison jumped out to a massive lead. What a turn of events. The whole end of this race has just changed in one set of corners. Rashad Metz now has to try to track down Gavin Morrison after dominating the race. Made a huge mistake, got in the wall. Gavin Morrison didn't have anywhere to go, ran in the back of him. And a lot of contact between a lot of these guys. Trying to nurse these cars around. Will some people try to stay on the intermediates? We're coming up on 5 laps to go. Will those things be able to hang around, or will these guys choose to go to racing sloughs or racing slicks? Metz is going to duck on a pit road last second. So is Javen Tucker. 3-4 cars choose to become the pit lane. E3 is going to stay out, though. He's the first one on racing softs. If E3 can stay out to the end, could this be his race based off of the strategy that he chose? So is Vlad. Vlad could get a good finish here tonight, but Gavin Morrison staying out on those intermediates. How fast will these guys be able to catch him is the question. The track is drying up and drying fast. Maybe even looks like a little sunshine starting to peek through the clouds. These guys that are still on intermediates trying to stay on the wet, try to keep those tires cool, keep them from overheating. We're at 5 more laps to go. More guys starting to make the switch back to slicks. It's going to be interesting to try to stay on the dry line. Gavin Morrison still out front. Can he hang on? E3, he's about 13 seconds off of him, but he's the first one on slicks and gaining time fast. Those slicks are coming in. The track is drying up very, very quickly. Oh, Rashad Metz went around again. Looks like he made some more contact with the wall. Austin Minnick is going to be able to slip past him here. Disaster has struck for Rashad Metz. Heavy front end damage for him. As the leader comes onto pit lane, Gavin Morrison looks like he's going to make the swap to racing softs. Gavin Morrison keeps the lead, but not by much. Here comes E3. He's going to take the lead as they come out of the pits. E3 up to speed. He's got the momentum, so that's going to allow him to gain some time. The sun is out, the track is drying, and those slicks are going to come out to shine now. Morrison has a lot fresher tires than David Pinkston. Can he get around them? How much of a difference will that fresh rubber make for Morrison? Gavin Morrison been one of the most consistent drivers all season. Almost everyone in the field now on racing softs, or Trevor Levine chose to stay on mediums. I wonder if that'll change anything up here in the closing laps of this race. Here they come into the hairpin. Morrison loses some time. Gavin Morrison almost spun it off of the corner. Got into the wet there. The remnants of the wet racetrack trying to get off the corner. As Cross is on a podium, so it could be a good finish for Cross here tonight if he could hang on to it. Coming up with 3 more laps to go. Just a handful of laps to go. Who can hold off who? Who can avoid making mistakes? Rashad Metz and Austin Minnick look like they're racing each other down the straightaway now. Here comes Metz to the right side of Minnick. He completes the pass down the straightaway. Minnick trying to get back into that slipstream. Purple sector by Rashad Metz there. I wonder if he'll have a chance to go for fastest lap of the race. Not much changed up front. E3 looks like he's surely but steadily starting to pull away from second place. David Pinkston looking for his first win of the season. Could he get it done here tonight? Morrison trying to close out yet another podium. Would really like to go 3 in a row. Be one of only a handful of drivers to ever go 3 in a row in the league. Javen Tucker starting to track down Cross, though. Is starting to track down Valid for that last place of that podium. Tucker been trying to claw his way back up the leaderboard since his early race incident. And across the stripe, 2 more laps remain for David Pinkston. Can Gavin Morrison make a charge? E3 got about a 3-second lead now, still starting to trickle away a little bit. No mistakes though. This is crunch time. You gotta be perfect. It's gonna be hard for these drivers to get through these S's, especially on these worn tires. Try to keep those things going straight and try to conserve some rubber at the same time. Ooh, loose moment for Tucker. Oh, got some front end damage there. Still able to keep it going straight though, fortunately, but that's not going to help Javen Tucker out with gaining any more time. Looks like he's going to lose some more ground to the podium. We're going to come through the hairpin. Come on to the final stretch. They're going to get the white flag. 1 lap to go this time by. Trevor Levine, it was able to slip past Javen Tucker for that 4th place spot. Definitely going to be a shake-up in the point standing after this one. 1 more lap to go. The white flag is in the air. David Pinkston out front commanding this thing. Gavin Morrison and P2 trying to go for 3 in a row. And Vlad Molotov trying to spoil the party. No mistakes for David Pinkston. He needs to be perfect here as he goes with the purple sector heading into 1. Does have some lap traffic ahead. Can he sort it out? Can he keep the tires underneath him? It's go time now. Morrison trying to gain time where he can. E3 steadily but surely starting to trickle away more. Another purple sector by David Pinkston. Through the S's one final time. He gets there cleanly. Colin McKevitt wrecked in front of the leader. He's going to move out of the way, though. Here comes Gavin Morrison in P2. Morrison trying to slip past that lap traffic. He does. Pinkston all out front. He's going to have one more set of turns to negotiate in order to get this thing done. Does have some right front damage. I don't think it's going to be enough to hurt him that bad. Off the final turn, down the long straightaway. One more time for David Pinkston. Looking for yet another win in the league here tonight. Looks like he's going to be able to close it out. His first win of the season. David Pinkston is going to get it done at Tokyo Expressway and wins the Grade 1 race. Gavin Morrison is going to finish P2. And it looks like Vid Molotov is going to come off the final turn down the front straightaway to finish off an excellent podium finish here tonight. Trevor Levine close behind will finish P4. Javen Tucker able to claw his way back in the top 5. He's going to finish 5th place. Here comes Austin Minnick. Looks like Minnick's going to be able to close out that 5th place finishing position. So 6th place for Austin Minnick. Looks like Rashad Mental have to settle for 7th place after dominating the first half of this race. Unfortunately, not a good result for him. Driver of the Day, Isaiah Smith, will come around eventually to win his Driver of the Day award and an 8th place finish. What a race here tonight. David Pinkston is your winner here from Tokyo Expressway. Let's see if we can talk to the winner here tonight. What's up, E3? Are you here with us?
Yeah.
Man, how's it feel to finally get your first win of the season here tonight, and how'd the race go for you?
It feels good. I made a few mistakes in the middle of the race. I thought this race was over. I got real fortunate. Some guys ahead of me made some mistakes, and I was able to capitalize and get the win here.
Well, congratulations on the win here tonight. That's going to help you out in the points. And let's see if we can talk to the 2nd place finisher. As you see the winner that celebrate in victory lane right now. Let's see if we can talk to Gavin Morrison. Gavin Morrison, excellent P2 finishing position here tonight. Man, that's 3 podiums in a row, I believe. So stringing together some really excellent finishes here tonight. How does it feel finishing P2?
It was pretty good. I didn't think it would go out like that after starting P6 or 7, whatever it was, but the rain kind of helped me out a whole lot, really.
Well, congratulations on a P2 finish. That'll most likely put you on top of the point standings. Let's see if we can talk to the last of the podium 3. Let's see if we can talk to Vlad Molotov. Vlad, how's it feel to finish P3 here tonight?
Yes, hello, Vlad is celebrating with Smirnov.
Yes, how does it feel to get that Smirnoff car into the podium? Good race by you tonight. How are you able to get it done?
No, Vlad did not race good. Vlad is just thankful for car hitting 210 on straightway.
Well, congratulations on that P3 finish. I'm sure the KGB and the Russian government will be really happy about that one. And that's going to be it for driver interviews. Let's take a look at the final results of tonight's race. David Pinkston picked up the win here tonight, his first win of the points-paying season. Gavin Morrison will finish P2. This is most likely going to put him on top of the points standings. P3 will be Vlad Molotov. Excellent finish for him. Trevor Levine, P4. David Tucker, P5. P6 will be Austin Minnick. P7 will be Rashad Metz. P8 will be Driver of the Day, Isaiah Smith. And P9 will be Colin McKevitt. Excellent race here tonight. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. We hope to see you all next week. Next week is going to be a fun race. We got some of the best guys ready to go at it yet again. Let's see what we got in store for next week. So next week will be TA2s at Mount Panorama or Bathurst. It's going to be a fun one there next week. Watch those muscle cars slip and slide around the racetrack. So thank you for joining us here this week. We hope to see you all next time. Thank you for watching the Great Turismo Lively. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram for point standings, updates, and more. Y'all have a great one.